2001. It lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. They signed staying on the road to begin the year. They got that win last week, hoping to do the same now. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. These guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And off we go from Denver. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
They gain 11 on that play, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Now give it to Mason. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
All right, here we go. Second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Broncos going nickel here. Third down. Third and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusting tight end.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
He's got it near midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. They'll run here on 1st down. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll go play action. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
To the air on 3rd and long. And the defender comes away with it. Byron Murphy picks it.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain. So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll only need a few inches here on third down. McCarthy on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Broncos offense all set to go. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you gotta wonder who's going to switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't get a lot of this. It is coming down on them.
There's a dive up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
He'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He lofts it deep right side. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Denver ready for another offensive possession. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm. On
1st down, they'll run. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More for Mile High in just a moment. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Dump off, cop on his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard
Throwing it again here. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Broncos 1st down.
He's going to throw it again. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
They are throwing it again. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Sticking to the air here. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Broncos will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
At the 22-yard line.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. He's going to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Intended
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. And this is Anthony Richardson. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they play host to the New England Patriots. And it's David Montgomery. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. The Bengals are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Lamar Jackson. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Ravens get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, not much offense to talk about, just 1 field goal on the board. 3-0 the score, as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting at the 10. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. At the 20. The 10. And he's out of bounds. So close to making that house call. It's at the 3.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. Hit behind the line, that ball's loose. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down.
Here we go, set. 60 back, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Milrow hangs on to it. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
Broncos 10, Vikings nothing.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
First down, Minnesota.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. On his own read, they hand it to Blue. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is Mason on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Denver set to take the field on offense. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. On the jump. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Powering his way forward a bit, giving him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down, looking for options. He finds him over the middle. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
At the 47-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Street, street. We need 6 on this drive.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. It's It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 19.
A give now from the gun. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
Matt Milano on the tackle. A 2-yard
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Vikings get there. They're going to win this rep. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here.
Hold the ready.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Check. Hurt.
They'll run it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 41-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Wilrow hangs on to it. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Well, the old SMU Pony Express, that was not, Kate. That was a pitch anticipated by this defense who had personnel in place to stay well ahead and greet him rather quickly.
Tries to convert. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now McCarthy. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now a run here from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
We've set it down from 37. They go play action on 1st down. On the move, headed right. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Here's a design run. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Pass play coming here. Cut out left. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Okay, ready?
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Shut up. 60 bison, 60 bison. Ready?
Sending him on the dive. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Okay,
Now it's
ready?
Milrow in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
That makes the score Broncos 20,
Well, they really made getting the 2 points there look pretty simple. Nice time to call that option.
I love the option play, Kate. In short yardage situations, get a true 2-on-1 with your quarterback. Make it simple for him. And that time, well, the simplest one was him keeping it and getting those 2 points.
Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has a big strike to Addison. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. A 28-yard gain.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10.
Vikings, 1st down.
Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Complete to Jaden Blue.
Back to the air, McCarthy trying to push deep downfield. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings drop the lead back to 13. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Option give here. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the 1st down, and that should just about button up this victory.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Line up the design keeper. Will Slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Design quarterback run here. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Ready.
Trying to get it with the option here. They pitch it out to him here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Denver Wolf.
Wilrow hangs on to it. He loses the football. This is scooped up by the Vikings. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.